Bronny James has been in the news pretty much since he learned how to walk, and whether that kind of coverage elevates him to be a better player or proves to be a little too much for him, that remains to be seen as he returns after a long layoff, which was brought upon by a rather surprising cardiac arrest a few months back.
We have breaking news this morning. The son of basketball star LeBron James is in the hospital after suffering cardiac arrest.
Props to Bronny James and his mental strength to not let that hinder his pursuit of basketball glory. Now that he's back in the mix for the University of Southern California, easing into the lineup, on his return, he made his debut against Long Beach State, scoring 4 points in the game, and since then has started 3 games and played a total of 11 for the Trojans so far in the current season. However, the one thing that has been on everyone's minds is whether Bronny, despite carrying the monolithic James name with him, is good enough or even close enough to his father, the legend himself, LeBron James. And even if we break it down one step further, the question that has been on everyone's minds is whether Bronny is even NBA ready as of now or not. Taking a closer look at his statistics will pretty much tell you the story that at least in the first 11 appearances, Bronny has scored more than 10 points just twice and has scored 15 just once, therefore highlighting he still has a long way to go to develop a scoring touch. And not only that, he struck out on 0 points in back-to-back games against Washington and Colorado, and his team is currently on a 4-game losing streak too. The fault is definitely not entirely Bronny's in this case, especially given the unique circumstances of his comeback for South Carolina. However, the online narrative is also shifting to the idea if it is too early for Bronny to make a comeback, or should he medically redshirt this season, and then make a much stronger comeback the next season. Some would argue that LeBron James might be one of the reasons that Bronny has been pushed into his return that early. But given how much we know and can guess about the King, he would never risk his own child like that. And a safe bet is that he would have deployed the best medical staff to help Bronny with his return. And if we take a look at his draft projections, Bronny's ratings are practically all over the place, with some putting him within a respectable top 20, and some putting him outside, but definitely nowhere near top 5 or top 10 right now. It would only take a miracle for Bronny to escalate in the rankings, and that miracle would have to translate into performances and winning results, especially because his team is currently languishing in the last place of the Pac-12 Conference. As for his profile, Kyle Irving in his piece for Sporting News had compared Bronny's prospective development with Derek White, saying nothing about White's physical profile jumps off the page, but he's an intense and intelligent defender, savvy playmaker and budding shooter, as is James. White's impressive development at the NBA level would be a great blueprint for Bronny to follow. Added to that, the speculation also focuses on the NBA outfit that would eventually draft Bronny James, given his father's dream of sharing the court with his son someday. So, where do you think Bronny James will end up? Will he declare eligibility for the draft this year or the next? Will LeBron James finally share the stage with his son? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And on that note, we come to the end of this video. Do make sure you like it and subscribe to our channel to join our growing community, and we will see you in the next one.